Libreoffice Impress Crash Course. In this course, we will discuss about the user interface. Then we will cover sections of LibreOffice Impress, which are toolbars, workspace area, and menu bar. So let's start knowing about the user interface of LibreOffice. So we have menu bar at the top, then we have the title bar, then we have the toolbar, which contains lots of small icons. Then we have this white area as the workspace. We also have a toolbar on the bottom side, and this is the status bar. So if we are talking about the menu bar, it contains lots of menu items, which further contains lots of menu items. So if we have to do something about file, and let's say if we want to create a new presentation, then we will select new and then presentation. If you want to open an existing file, then we will click on open and we will choose the file which you want to open, any presentation. If you want to save if you want to save the presentation which we are currently working on, then click on save. Then if you want to export the file into any format, let's say PDF, then click on export as PDF. If you want to take printout of the file, then click on print. If you want to do the basic operations like cut, copy, paste, then you can either click on any of these or use the shortcuts Ctrl C, Ctrl X, Ctrl V. If you want to find some text, then choose either of these. If you want to duplicate any slide, then click on duplicate. Then we have view. In view there is a normal view, then there is master, and master is very interesting type of view in which you have to go to master and then do any changes. So let's say if we will just type copyrights www.beingstill.com. so what will happen is this particular text will appear in all the slides. So this is the master slide in which if you will make any corrections, any changes, these changes will reflect in every slide. So just select this text and change the font to any font you want. So now, while this particular title for every slide will be having Futura as its font, and this particular section will be having only Arial. So let's see if it's true. So here if you will just click, it will show us Futura, while this particular section will be having Arial. Click here and this is again Futura. So we didn't make changes in other slides, but it happened just because of the master slide. Now let's say if you want to have image in all of the slides, then go to view, go to insert, click on picture and click on from file, and from here click on logo copy. Now we can see a logo over here in the center, and if you will go back to the normal, we can see the logo is there in all the slides. So this is how we change the master slide in order to add some kind of footer or header or any image which we want to be available in all of the slides or throughout the presentation. So let's go to master and slide master and remove this image. Now go back to normal, and this has disappeared now. So by default, when you open LibreOffice Impress, you will be given one slide in which there will be basic title space and there will be some body space wherein you can add some points. Now If you want to add some kind of table or picture, movie or chart, click on either of these boxes. So let's say if you want to insert image, then just choose the folder from where you want to insert picture, then click on image and then click on copy. So now we can see the image has appeared. So if you want to insert a movie, then click on insert movie and then let's say click on it, and now that movie will appear over here. If you will go to slideshow, now that movie will appear. You must have seen lots of people talking about. So this is how we insert movie inside the slides. So either you can click on either of these or go to insert, then picture, then from file for inserting any image, and for inserting any movie then click on insert and then movie and sound, and then choose the location and choose the file which you want to import, and that will appear over here. So this is how we insert images, videos inside the presentation. Now if you want to create, delete or duplicate slides, so all you need to do is select any of the slide and right click on over it, and it will show us multiple options. So either it can be new slide, so if you click on it, it will add new slide. If you will click on duplicate slide, then it will create a clone slide, and if you will click on delete slide, then that slide will be deleted. If you want to change the slide design, then click on slide design. By default we don't have multiple options, but we can change slide layout. In slide layout we can see various kinds of layout. So by default it's title, content. If you want this particular layout in which there will be a title, then a place for image or movie, and then on the right side there will be some text which will be relevant to the movie or image. So since this video is about Linux, you can just type truth about Linux. Linux is not an operating system, something like this. So if you want to make it bold, then just select the text and click on bold. If you want to underline this particular section, then click on underline. So this is how we change the formatting of the text. And let's add the title as well, and then let's make it little fancy. You can also change the alignment to left, to center, to the right. By default it's in the center since it's a title. About the workspace area, this area where we were adding text or modifying it, this area is known as workspace area. On the left side there are slides which shows all the slides available inside this presentation. About this workspace area we have 5 different display modes. So in normal we can see all of the images available. Besides that, in outline we can see the text, and if you want to make corrections we can directly make it from here. So if you are giving presentation to your audience and you want to keep some kind of script which will be hidden from the audience but it will be visible to you, or it can have various keywords which will help you in talking or presenting while the presentation, and for that particular task you will be requiring notes. So if you will just type this is note 1, this is note brilliant note. So this particular text will not be visible to the audience, but it will be visible to you, and it will help you while you are giving presentation to your audience. About the handout, it's about arrangements of the various slides inside one single page. So when you want to take reference in a single sheet, you will be using handout. And slide sorter is about arranging the slides. So in case you want to change the arrangements, so let's say you want this particular slide to be on the left, on the last, and this particular slide on the third number, then you can do that using the slide sorter, which helps you in showcasing all the slides available in your presentation. Now going back to normal one, now we will add transitions to the slide. So what is transition? So when we are giving presentation and we want to add some effect to the slides, then we use transitions. So just click on slide transition, which is located at the rightmost side, slide transition, or you can go to slideshow and click on slide transition. And we have lots of options over here. We can see wipe up, right, left, down. So just select the slide and choose any of these options. So let's say I'm choosing wipe right for slide number 1, wipe down for slide number 2, and we are deleting slide 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's delete these extra slides. So now let's keep cover up for slide number 5. We can also hide some slides. So just click on any other slide and click on hide slide, or click again and click on show slide. So during the slideshow, these slides will either get hidden or it will be displayed depending on what you have chosen. So if you are hiding this one, then this particular slide will not appear during the slideshow. So we have changed the transitions of these slides. Now what we'll do is we will go to slideshow and click on start from first slide. So now we can see this is the transition 1. This is transition 2.
You must have seen lots of people talking about
each of these slides have different transition. Ideally we keep same transition for each slides or throughout the presentation, so as to ensure uniformity is there in the presentation. And this is the 4th slide, the final one. So now we have covered introduction to user interfaces, various sections available in Libreoffice. Then we have covered how to create, delete or duplicate slides. Then how to access the master slide by going to view, master, slide master. How to add images, movies inside the slide. How to add transition to slide, and how to access slideshow. There is one important thing which we should know. During presentation, there can be an embarrassing situation when slides will start changing by themselves. Just to avoid that kind of situation, go to slideshow settings and click on change slides manually. this is unchecked by default, so you have to check it. So just check it. So what will happen is, by checking this during the slideshow, you have to either press right key or click on mouse button to change the slide. It will not happen by itself, so this will prevent possible embarrassing situations. Also, keep presentation always on top. So in case there is some software which is running and which can show some kind of pop-up, and during the presentation that pop-up might appear over the presentation, so just to avoid that, click on presentation always on top, so as to be totally sure that presentation will be visible throughout, no matter what happens. So press OK. So this will be uniform to all the slides, since we have seen it was selected for all slides. Now, how to access help in Impress? So all you need to do is click on Libreoffice Help, which is an icon which looks like a water tube, or either you can go on the top which says help. So click on it and it will show us a window which has two sections, one on the left, one on the right. Left has four options: contents, index, find, bookmarks. So in contents, the help is categorized according to the software. So let's see. This is text document which is related to LibreOffice Writer. We can see presentations and drawings. Since we are using LibreOffice Impress, we will be concerned about presentations. Now it further shows us various categories of manual. So let's say if you want to know more about general information user interface, then just double click on it and it will show us various manual pages. Double click on either of them and you will be shown various options. So let's say if you want to see how to use charts in LibreOffice, then click on it and it will show details about how to do that. Click on index to search for any particular index item. So as you can see, there are lots of items. Click on any of these, double click, and it will show us like how to create a folder or how to access this languages, how to change the languages. If you want to find something very particular, you can go to find and click on type the term you're looking for. So let's say if you're looking for term picture, then it will be shown. So all the manual pages which has got the term picture in it will be showcased. Double click on any of these and it will show what it's about. You can follow these instructions. Now if you want to access any particular page very frequently, then just click on bookmark. So this particular page will be saved inside bookmarks and which will be listed over here. So as we can see the latest one, copying graphics between documents, which is highlighted right now. So this is how you can access various pages, add bookmarks to them, and then they will be easily accessible through the bookmarks section inside the help. So this is how we look for help in LibreOffice Writer or Impress or any of the LibreOffice software. Thank you for attending the crash course. Please watch various tutorials of LibreOffice Writer and Calc, which we have uploaded on beingskilled.com. Thank you.